I'd like to thank Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. We are jumping right in again today to play around with some flying geese, and I am going to just rearrange these flying geese rectangles and squares until I come up with a bunch of quilt block ideas. The first quilt block is just a simple flying geese, so you can do so many things with this flying geese shape. It's like one of the most popular quilt blocks in quilting, and for good reason. So a flying geese block on its own is a great place to start, and you can pair two together to get this block. And when you put two flying geese together, it'll make a square, so that's a great starting point if you want to build off of this. And then if you rotate it, you can see you'll get a totally different look depending on which way the geese are pointed. So I'm just doing this to show you that you don't need really complex patterns or blocks to come up with something super unique and fun. And this is a great way to use up any scrap flying geese you have around. So here you can pair it with just a simple rectangle on either side, and that will give you its own unique look. You can also rotate the flying geese to get different shapes. So here the flying geese are pointed away from each other, so you can see that diamond shape in the center. And then if you rotate them, then the flying geese are pointing towards each other, giving you a sort of hourglass shape. So both of these are great options. Another thing I want to point out quickly is that if you use different fabrics, colors, hues, you can really get different looks with your flying geese. So here I have my geese being the dark purple, but if the outer points or edges were the dark purple, it would give a totally different look. For this block, I'm going to pair 3 flying geese and stagger them. This gives us a nice square block, but it has some great movement because everything is staggered. You could come up with some really fun ideas for this block. Before we jump back into today's project, I want to thank Craftsy for sponsoring today's video. If you love learning new quilting techniques, especially when it comes to pre-cuts like jelly rolls, you're going to appreciate this. Craftsy is an online community for creative makers with over 2,000 premium classes on topics like quilting, sewing, knitting, crochet, and more. It's basically a giant creative library you can access anytime. Since I've been exploring Craftsy, I've been watching The Joy of Jelly Rolls, and it's such a good deep dive if you ever stood in the quilt shop holding a jelly roll and wondering what to actually make with it. She walks through strip piecing, building blocks, layout ideas, and even how to avoid the common mistakes that can slow you down. I especially love the tips on making your own jelly rolls out of your fabric stash because you know I love to use what I have on hand. What I like about Craftsy is that the classes are broken into step-by-step videos, so you can pause, skip ahead, rewind anytime you need to. Members also get downloadable patterns and resources, live streaming tutorials with instructors, and you can share your membership with up to 3 people. If you're interested, the first 1,000 people who use my link in the description can join Craftsy and get a full year premium membership for $1.49. This offer is valid for new members only. You can scan the QR code on screen or use my link below to join. Now let's get back to our project. Now I'm going to add one more flying geese to the mix to give us another block that has some great movement. This one would have some partial seams, but you could replace one of the flying geese with 2 half square triangles if you wanted to piece it a little bit easier. But this gives us some great movement around the edges and is a really fun block. I like this one a lot. You can easily make it with half square triangles as well. My last video is very similar to this video, except instead of flying geese, I did all half square triangles, so I'll link that below if you're interested. And here I am using a solid rectangle paired with 2 flying geese just to show you some different options here depending on which way you rotate the flying geese and where you put the solid rectangle. So this one I like a lot because you have a little space on the right, so you have that diamond and then that buffer space, which is really great if you want to pair a lot of these blocks together. And next I'm going to add in a bunch more flying geese so we can see some really cool options once you get a lot of flying geese all put together. So here everything is just facing the same way. This is super simple, but it gives a really good effect when you have a lot of them paired together. And you can play around with scale a lot with flying geese, which is awesome and gives a really unique look depending on how big you make them. Here is that diamond effect again with a kind of a repeat. And then you also can put in the solid rectangles to give it some more negative space if you're finding it too busy with all of the rectangles together. So just by rotating the flying geese, you really can see there's so many different designs you can make with this simple block. So here, one row is going one way and one the other way. I like to call this one alternating rows, and this gives a really fun movement as well. This next block is probably my favorite one with flying geese, or one of my favorite flying geese quilt blocks. So this is a pinwheel block, but it has flying geese instead of half square triangles. So it kind of elongates that pinwheel, and I just think it's really beautiful. And there's so many different ways you can play around with this block. I just put in some squares and rectangles there, but obviously, you have to do the math here to make it nice and square of a block. And then if you replace those plain background rectangles with flying geese, then you get something called a Dutchman's puzzle, which is another one of my favorite ones. So I don't have enough flying geese there to show you, but it's basically all flying geese, just in kind of a circular rotating pattern. Now we're going to move into some star blocks. So flying geese are a great way to make star blocks. Here you can see the star kind of is in the background. If you wanted it to pop a little bit more, you could put some deep purple in the corners, and that would really make that light blue stand out. Or you could rotate it so that the star block is the dark purple and the background is the light blue. And another option is to replace the flying geese in the center with just solid fabric, and that will give you a sawtooth star. Again, you can play around with those corner squares as well if you want it to stand out a little bit more. Next, I'm going to rotate all of those flying geese around, and it's going to give us a bigger diamond shape, or kind of a square in a square situation. I like this one a lot. I think it's super geometric and really fun. And then if you wanted to swap out the center rectangles, you can put in more flying geese and give it even more interest and dimension. So if you lay out the flying geese in this kind of hourglass pattern, then you get a cool motif that really stands out in the center. And if you rotate them around so that it shows you a diamond pattern, then you get kind of a diamond and a diamond, or I believe this is also called an economy block, or a version of an economy block at least. And all it is flying geese and squares, which is really fun. And then lastly, I just want to quickly talk about kind of my favorite way to use flying geese. So one thing I really like to do is to take a layer cake and then make a bunch of flying geese and then just play around with it. So you can make them a bunch of different sizes. You can pair them up into 2s or 3s or 4s to make them little blocks, and you can play around with the color. There's just like so many different things you can do to make it really interesting, and all it is just flying geese blocks. So I just love this little flexible block. There's so many different things you can do with it. I am going to link a few patterns I have here if you're interested. One of my favorites is called Simple Flying Geese, and all it is just a bunch of flying geese made out of a layer cake. But I think it's really fun, and I think it's a good way to see how creative you can get with these blocks without really much effort. So I hope this video got your wheels turning and inspired you a little bit to play around with any flying geese you have in your stash and turn them into something new and beautiful. I'll see you next time. Bye!